Inception.
Bro time.
Bro time, go time.
Showtime.
Showtime. Oh, wait, we're actually live now.
Okay.
So
Did they catch all those stick rhymes?
they probably did.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
If there's anyone actually on, no, there's not. We are a little crooked, so it's good that nobody is on whatsoever. Let's fix that real quick. We're seeing a lot of you.
Not bad.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. There we are. That's
Okay.
a little better. That'll work. Okay, it's live time. Jeffrey, are you ready?
I was born
All right.
enough to
It's
ready.
good to have you on the show, man. I don't know if I told you that. It's always a fun time. Usually because things get really weird.
Yeah. I'll pop out if things get real weird.
They're not going to get too weird. Like we're not going to get into like really awful cocktails or anything.
Okay.
I don't think.
I asked you not to do it that one time and you still did, so
Yeah,
I don't know if I trust you.
it's a little true.
It's a lot true. It's happened.
I only make great cocktails.
Only the best, only the greatest cocktails.
Only the greatest.
Also, did you notice the hat wear Jeffrey is wearing?
The flat cap?
The flat cap?
Yeah. We recently started a joke that only old Irish grandfathers are allowed to wear. Okay, yeah, that's an acceptable hat.
There we are.
I'll take that.
Yeah, no, but it's Irish grandfathers and African American grandfathers.
Yeah, that's it. Those are the only two people who wear flat caps. And no, that's it.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about everybody. Oh, hey, Izzy P is in the chat. How you doing, Izzy P? I'm not sure if I've seen you in the chat before. I may have, and I'm dumb. So if I have, I'm sorry. But good to see you. Yeah, welcome. So we might as well get into this.
Yeah, let's do it.
So this is our pre-4th of July stream.
Yeah.
So happy Independence Day, Jeffrey. Happy Independence Day to everybody who's watching this after the fact, because nobody's watching it right now. Except for Izzy. Happy 4th of July, Izzy.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah. So we thought, obviously, you can tell by the title, this is the beginning of our month of rye whiskey, which we're calling July. But at the same time, this stream, I figured we should have like America's native spirit as well, which is of course her favorite, bourbon. You could I opened it up for you to go like, bourbon.
I know. I wanted to make it difficult.
Why?
I don't know. Because I'm not a nice person.
I don't know. Why do you do the things you do?
Because I can.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, but Jeffrey, Izzy's drinking Applejack? Cool.
Nice.
See, okay, I like the idea of Applejack. I also don't trust it.
You've mentioned this multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because if you do it the freezing way, all the menthol is left in, and that kind of terrifies. And not the menthol, the methyl alcohol. Is that menthol? I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was like 1770 whatever, and I was stationed in like Fort Nonsense, if there was some Applejack, I'd drink the heck out of it.
Yeah. Oh,
it's a very colonial drink, and I think only works then. If that's the only alcohol you have.
The old spirit. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Yeah. That's actually fair. There was a lot of Applejack back in the day. But yeah, so we're hitting the American spirits. So we've got two ryes, 2 bourbons, and then Jeffrey, I know you've got something cooking over there that I asked you not to reveal to me because I wanted to be surprised by what you chose. So what are you drinking right now, Jeffrey?
I'm actually not drinking anything right now, but
Fix that, Jeffrey.
Really there's this really nice bottle of Willet that I haven't opened yet.
Oh.
I think it's calling out to be opened. Am I
Well,
wrong?
I can pour some of mine right now. So I do want to thank you because you did give me these 2 bottles. You gave me. You said, and I was so surprised because you told me I'm going to send you a couple of ryes. I'm going to send you a couple of rye whiskeys, and then I thought you were sending like sample sized bottles, and then I got a giant freaking box in the mail with 2 full bottles of cask strength rye. You were there.
Box. It was huge, yeah.
Izzy's going after the moonshine. Nice. Another American tradition.
If a rye could end up at a good home, I assume it would be your home.
Oh, thank you, Jeffrey. That's nice.
I don't know that many rye drinkers, so it's sort of a short list.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're not really you weren't in high competition.
I really didn't have
a special gift, but you're not that special.
Yeah, no, you really didn't deserve this, but I didn't have anyone else to give it to, so like have the bottle.
Yeah. So sweet.
Just knock the ego down like a few pegs.
You can't let my ego get too big, man. Yeah, it's a dangerous thing. If my head gets any bigger, it's gonna fill up the room. But yeah, so we've got the Rough Rider, we've got the Willet, small batch family estate. Now this is their 4-year-old cask strength. And up until what was it, like 2015, 2014, they weren't actually distilling any of their own stuff. So this is actually, I'm guessing, one of the very first things that they distilled themselves. If I'm correct about that. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Up until then, they were just doing independent bottling. Oh, John Gunsel's in the chat. Hey, John. Always good to see you. I love you very much, as I love all of our viewers. Okay. So, and then what are you drinking right now, Erica?
I just poured Redemption, which is a high rye bourbon. So that's my compromise on the night. I will sip some of the ryes, and I will give you my harsh criticism.
Yeah.
But they'll be from a person who hates rye. And then just because we're doing American spirits, we got Breckenridge High Proof Blend.
Yeah.
Which we tried on our Colorado trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff.
It really is.
Yeah.
John says I like you too.
Oh.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, but let's get stuck in.
Okay. Let me smell yours second.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
That one's not actually as rye as it could be.
It is not.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is.
Jeffrey, do you know the mash bill on this the big stick?
I do not.
You sent me?
I do not.
No?
That's a Long Island spirit, right?
What was that?
That's from Long Island, right?
Yeah, this is the Long Island one. Okay, so it's 82% winter rye, 18% malted barley. What do you think?
I haven't tasted it, but I like the smell because I wanted you to taste it first.
That is pretty appley, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looked like there were spices involved.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Party Source. Good to see you, man. J.O., I assume. J.O. just released a video challenging us to the 5 non-YouTube things video challenge.
What is that?
So you basically make a video telling people 5 non-YouTube things about yourself. Yeah, so look forward to that. We'll definitely be coming out with that. And then we'll probably challenge Jeffrey to it. So.
The things I could tell people.
Oh, I'm sure. I was thinking you'd be perfect for it. You have a wide range of interests and things going on.
Yes.
Yeah, but this Rough Rider on the nose, it's a little spicy. It's a little clovey. It's a little something or other, but it's
Tastes like it.
yeah, it's pretty. It reminds me a lot of cinnamon on apples.
I was gonna say, it kind of reminds me of rum.
Rum.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because of like sweetness.
Yeah. I can't give you, but I don't know why, but it does.
Okay.
It's got a, I don't know, like cloves, but almost with a little bit of sugar cane.
I see what you mean. There's like a spicy molassesy sweetness there. Kind of like what do the British call it? Treacle. Yeah.
Trio.
Yeah. Or treacle, however they say it.
Looking at the chat photo, what are you drinking right now?
Erica?
Oh, me? Redemption High Rye Bourbon.
Okay, sorry about that. Thank you.
What do you think of that?
It's okay.
It's just okay.
It's very okay.
Very okay.
Yeah. Do you want to have some?
Yeah, I do.
The nose is like a little green tea.
Yeah.
Sweet, but not like too sweet. And that is exactly what I get from the taste. Like you could dip it, but I don't know.
It's a little thin.
Yeah.
It reminds me of it's kind of peanutty, like peanut brittle, but it's not that big and voluptuous. It's kind of a thin, lean mouthfeel.
So that is what happens when I make compromises about
I know,
rye.
right? Except that you like the Rough Rider.
I didn't taste it yet. I just like the smell. I could still hate it. There's still time.
Get in there. I saw Izzy is jealous of your whiskey wall, Jeffrey.
For a limited time only.
Yeah. Walk us through that. Walk us through what all you have, because I'm actually curious.
So right now, I might move this a little. Right now, I have a weird setup up here where I have basically whatever I consider to be incredibly interesting. Up front is all like interesting American whiskeys. You know, there's some interesting bourbons on here, single malts. In the back, all my interesting scotches, kind of bookended with a Canadian and a Canadian kind of heavy blend. Balcones heavy. I have a tape player here for if I'm really kind of preparing for a review. A lot of odd minis, mini glasses, cassettes. More things, an old fire like a fire extinguisher, kind of to give the room character, an old lamp, then a whole lot of character.
It's a nice setup you got.
It is. I'm jealous of that setup because once we move into the new apartment, I'm getting a shelving set so I can put up all the whiskey on it, make it look real nice. Because right now it's all, we've got our barrel, which some of you may have seen, and it's okay, but you can't really shoot a video in front of it because it's in a wee little alcove.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really work. But hey, Bourbon Buddies is in there in the chat. Hey, how you doing, guys? Always good to see you. And then Party Source is asking about how is saving the bourbon timeline going. I don't know what you're talking about. That's happening in an alternate dimension, in an alternate reality. But there will be a new installment tomorrow. So
you know, I have a doctorate in bourbon quantum physics.
That two separate doctorates or like combined?
It's a combined, unique doctorate. I got it from the University of American Samoa.
Prestigious.
The first place you think of when you think of a bourbon
in timelines,
is American Samoa. Yeah. Technically, right? You could make a bourbon in American Samoa, though, right? It is part of America.
I have a once in a lifetime investment opportunity for you, Eddie. I'm just gonna need $100,000.
Oh man. Let's see. Party Source Reviews is asking, okay, different timeline. Got it. How is Mr. Scabies? Oh, actually, where is he? Here we go. Mr. Scabies in the flesh.
In
I
the
love him.
flush.
Yeah. He's so
That's
cute.
horrifying. Wait,
You got
wait, that's a
Yeah,
raccoon.
yeah, no, he'll be making more appearances. I have no doubt. I love him, and he hates me. He's like, okay, what'd you think of the Rough Rider haircut? It's fine.
I like the nose more than the taste. It's rye, but it's not like the most rye-y rye.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, it's got spice, but it doesn't have that dill flavor that I get in a lot of ryes and hate in a lot of ryes.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't have that chocolatey sweet component that I can get from ryes that I enjoy.
That's fair.
It's pretty middle of the road, but it gets extra points for that smell because I do really like how sweet it smells.
It's still pretty dry. It's not like really. It's not bourbon sweet.
Yeah.
For sure. It's still pretty dry, but it's sweeter than a lot of other ryes I've had. And it's kind of that apple, a little bit of peach, but then just a whole lot of pepper.
Yeah.
It's just a ton of pepper, a ton of that kind of clovey thing, and it's pretty full bodied for. This is a year. This is a year old.
Impressive.
Yeah. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, there's more flavor on that than there is the Redemption.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I might actually rate it higher than the Redemption.
Well, this is cast strength too. You got to remember. So it is a little stronger. Yeah.
Is it at all? I know it's like a craft place. Is it at all green? The Rough Rider, like funky.
What was that? Are you asking if the Rough
green,
Rider's
like
funky?
like some like young craft whiskeys are?
Yeah, I don't get funk.
No.
Yeah, no.
I was really worried that it could be like just like a funk playground. Like, it could go either way.
Yeah, we want the funk. Oh wait, we can't sing on here.
We're gone now. Stream's gone.
It was less than 3 seconds though. It's less than 3 seconds, so I think we're safe.
Okay.
Party Source Reviews says he showed the videos to a lot of his friends. Oh, well, thank you, Jo. We enjoyed making those. Those are fun. I like doing weird stuff.
Yeah.
I like doing the really weird.
And we appreciate you guys watching the weird stuff he does.
Yeah. I know. I know it's probably not for everyone, but I mean, we're already kind of a joke YouTube channel, so we might as well lean into it.
Yeah, lean in.
I gotta say, I'm getting almost kind of a charred wood kind of thing. The wood on this is way stronger than I thought it would be. Yeah, than I thought it would be for a year-old rye whiskey. Which I'm wondering if they use small barrels or something for this. There's a little bit of that kind of sour tang, but it's pretty nice. I like this one.
I'm very impressed for it only being a year.
I know, right? Yeah. And this is kind of cool because I know who is it over in Scotland this is winter rye that I believe, which is different from the stuff they make like bread out of, I'm pretty sure. Winter, because there's different varietals, and I know oats has like summer oats and like winter oats.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's part of it, because this rye seems very. It doesn't seem like it needs a lot of aging. I don't know.
Impressive.
Yeah, pretty cool. All right. Jo says he's weird as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, I just wanted to say to Izzy P, who lives in Maine, I got the Rough Rider in New Hampshire, so that's at their like state liquor store. If that interests you, it's definitely nearby.
Yeah.
Same as selection.
We've all crossed state lines to get whiskey before.
We have.
Yeah.
We drive down to Illinois occasionally.
Yeah.
Maybe slightly more than occasionally.
I've only been involved twice.
It is crazy how distribution. That's always something we need to talk about with American whiskey, like how crazy distribution is.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just
It's luck of the draw.
It really is.
Yeah.
As a lot of you may know, I just started working at a local liquor store. And just the amount of calls we get for Buffalo Trace products. The calls, the people walking in, a lot of people walk in off the street and they've like talked to their buddy or something and they have the names written down on their phone, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I've heard Eagle Rare is incredible. Can you get me some Eagle Rare? It's like, no, I can't.
And I remember when Eagle Rare was like abundant.
I know.
You could find it everywhere.
Yeah.
You could find it places for cheap. Like we got it at Target.
We got it, yeah. $20.
$20.
$20 at a Target.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a good case worth of them there. Yeah, and now you can't get it anywhere.
Power of bourbon. Power of the bourbon boom.
It's the bourbon boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That is something I wonder about. Like, Jeffrey? What is your opinion on the bourbon boom where America is in the midst of? Do you see this? Like going on forever, or are we going to reach
a as a bourbon bubble?
The bourbon bubble, yeah.
I mean, I'd really like it to be like separately, but somewhat connected. I'm more concerned with like the Japanese whiskey boom.
Mm.
Like I just want that to stop because I really just want to get some 8 statement Hakushu. You know.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy, just like a 12. I don't
that also has
have to pay like $120.
Oh,
like that's within, because I really like that. But bourbon, I'm not as concerned with, because I think you're getting a lot of brands to match it, and a lot of that stuff is really good. Like, I mean, New Riff is a relatively new brand, and their stuff's really great. So, I feel like it happened with bourbon at such a rate where it's not necessarily going to cave in on itself, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess whiskey. Oh, Whiskey Den's in. That's awesome. How you doing, man? He also had a great video the other day. Oh my God, he did a newsman bit, like an anchorman bit,
nice.
where his name was Glenn Cairn.
That's fantastic.
That's so good.
I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff.
I know.
of course, he sent me some Midwestern stuff, which was very kind of him. Thank you, Patrick.
Party Source. Oh, Party Source. Yeah, Jeffery Petrone. Petrone.
I linked it in the chat.
That's the channel
Earlier. I'm not sure if they saw it.
Oh, you put it in the chat? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Benjamin. Hey, Benjamin Eves. Good to see you, man. Benjamin, man, you are a dedicated dude. I like you a lot. He's saying he thinks the bourbon boom has to top out at some point, especially as distilleries ramp up production.
I just wonder when it'll top out.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, I've seen 2 competing narratives on this.
Okay.
The one is that we're going to look at something like the Scotch industry, like going into the 40s and 50s, where like they were producing way too much whiskey, and then by the 70s, like they had the whiskey loch, where they just had so much whiskey and they couldn't sell it to anybody because vodka had taken over. And so some people are like, okay, that's what's going to happen to bourbon. Bourbon is going to get over, they're going to produce so much to meet the demand right now. And then 10 years down the line, there's going to be a new spirit that everyone's going to be going crazy for, and they're going to forget about bourbon. But the other narrative I've heard is that it's going to be more like Napa Valley. And so they're saying like, if bourbon can become like a luxury good, the same way California wine did, then they're going to have staying power. Like it's going to become like a household thing to have bourbon on hand, just like it is to have California wine.
I'm thinking what'll happen is, because like you're saying, like all these craft distilleries pop up kind of everywhere. I'm wondering if maybe like they'll tap out in regions where you can't have this kind of bourbon Western narrative, but then they'll like hold strong in like the West and the South, where it's like bourbon because it fits into this like old timey Western or Southern narrative. So maybe it'll be Napa Valley in the sense that like it's a travel thing as opposed to just like a luxury thing.
As like it's not going to be a widely produced, a widely distributed thing. It's going to be a regional sightseeing kind of thing. I could see that happening.
We'll see.
I don't know.
Or we won't. Like.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
we'll all die tomorrow.
I think the trend right now is that like all whiskey is growing. Like the whiskey market is growing generally.
Yeah.
And like if you look at like Irish is the fastest growing whiskey, or fastest growing spirit, I don't remember, something like that. Rye whiskey is growing big because suddenly all the hipsters are into it and they all want to use it in cocktails. Like it's not as big as bourbon, obviously. But yeah, like it's a thing where like I think whiskey's going to keep growing. Is bourbon going to top out at some point? Is bourbon specific going to top out, and will the whiskey marketplace diversify?
Yes, but I could see everything kind of tapping out.
Yeah.
And also, are we specifically talking about it like consumption in America, or are we talking like worldwide?
I think worldwide, really.
Okay, I was kind of focusing specifically on the United States.
Yeah. I mean,
but I could. Yeah. I picture tapping out.
I don't know.
Internationally.
It'll be interesting. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, if bourbon does become a luxury good, can it compete in China with Scotch brands? Because right now, everybody.
I think it depends on how you sell that narrative. Because I think you could sell it as like that cool American West thing, and like people would really pick up on that as opposed to like trying to market as a luxury.
Yeah. But I think that's.
But it could also tap out because they try to present itself as a luxury and fail.
Right.
I have a business degree.
She's smart.
I'm not.
Party Source says he's thinking it's going to become like Napa. And Whiskey Den thinks it's going to tap out in 7 to 10 years. Party Source is out of here. Oh, thanks for dropping by though, dude. Really nice to see you. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to watch. I think the problem is though, maybe bourbon does have to get away from the Southern good old boy aesthetic.
But I think there's like a certain risk in marketing when you try to like completely revamp. Like people don't necessarily respond to that.
Yeah.
So I mean, they could, and it could work out, or it could fail miserably, and that's what would tank the brand.
That's true. I think it depends on how things go because I think Scotch to a certain extent is moving away from the old white fellas in a den somewhere with the fucking moose head.
That is all I pictured.
Like I think it's getting more cutesy and hip. So I don't know. Maybe bourbon can move the same way. But
we'll see.
I don't know. Hey, try this Willet. Jeff, you want to move on to the Willet?
Sure. I'm sure we're keeping silent as well. I don't know. I just want to get some Weller easier.
But that's the thing though. Like I was just thinking, like, yeah, if the bourbon boom dies down and like the secondary market cools off and everyone stops buying up so much of it, like, yeah, are the unique brands going to be easier to get? Probably. But it's also going to mean there's less whiskey overall because there's going to be less capital flowing to the distilleries. I don't know. It's
good old whiskey economics.
I would rather have a dozen new brands because, just because everyone can make new stuff and half of them suck than be able to get one bottle of Pappy.
Yeah.
I don't much care to get one bottle of Pappy if I can try all sorts of different things.
A diverse market is always appreciated.
Yeah. Whiskey Den saying bring the moose head back.
Maybe that'll be in the new apartment. It will not. I won't tolerate that.
What about an elk head?
No.
Can we get an elk head?
No.
You love old elk.
This is gonna double as like our office space. I'm gonna have to work there occasionally, and I don't want that.
You don't want to be staring at a giant elk head.
No. Amazingly, I do not want that.
Jeremy's saying he likes the growth compared to booms of the past and the market drivers. I mean, there are definitely differences.
Yeah.
Because the average consumer is getting so much more like aware of production. They understand the whiskey better overall.
Yeah.
Like if you can sell to a hardcore intelligent group of people. I mean, maybe that makes up for selling all the bull crap they used to back in the day just to make ends
Just trying to
meet.
profit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very true.
Yeah, and Jeremy's saying the secondary market money doesn't go to the story as just that's true. That's true. Yeah, the secondary market that's the problem with parallel economies, is then they drive up the price on the regular market for the rest of us, and I don't know. I know this is a debate people have back and forth. It's like they get whiskey to people who can't otherwise get it, so that's something.
Yeah.
But
Although I could be wrong, but recently there was a bit of a crackdown, at least on Facebook, with the secondary groups, where it was
I
like
did see that. Yeah.
or didn't.
Yeah, they all had to go private all of a sudden.
Well, went private, and then it was just like, you can't sell. We can. This is only for discussing now. So I wasn't sure what to do. So I was just like,
I mean, it's not like that's the thing. It's not like anyone's going to get arrested for that. Like the ATF does. I don't think the ATF really cares that much. Kind of like moonshining. They don't really give a crap.
yeah.
Also, this is like the most mature rock gut review stream
It is.
we've ever had.
I keep trying to get us back to just drinking, and we keep discussing market
Oh my
forces.
god, yeah. Economy. Look.
Benjamin saying,
market
how's the
really-
growth in craft distilleries mirror what has happened in craft beer market last 10 years? I don't even think you can look to 10 years, really. I think you have to look back to like the 80s. Because,
Beers.
yeah. Because you were thinking like out Colorado.
Yeah.
All those guys who were doing that, like, what, 85 to the 90s? Like, I mean, I feel like the thing is with craft beer, though, like, if you're looking at the market share, like, it's mainly sold, let's face it, to white hipstery men.
Yeah.
And that is a huge market share. And whereas, spirits are kind of starting off on the wrong foot because, like, the main people who prefer to drink spirits are, I mean, Black Americans and nerds like us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a smaller market share. I mean, does that give it more room for growth if they tap into those markets, or is that a limiting factor from the outset?
It all depends on how you market things. It all comes down to marketing.
Yeah.
It's also hard for me to think about like the craft market boom because of where we are in Wisconsin. Like, I don't think the craft market bubble is bust, but I don't know if it has in other places because we're very big on beer here.
It's true.
So.
And that's the problem. Like, we're a majority white state,
Yeah.
and it's majority beer drinkers.
Yeah.
And then not to say white people don't drink spirits, but white people in the South mostly drink spirits.
Yeah.
White
This
people.
up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also spirits, but mainly beer.
Mainly beer. Yeah.
You have that whole working man's beer.
Exactly.
Angle.
Yeah.
Such a mature episode of the Rock Up for you guys. What are we doing here?
Jeffrey's a bad influence on us.
How so?
You're making us talk about mature things.
Yeah, I know, right? You break out the Breckenridge?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
But you guys talk about that thing.
Yeah, so Willet. Let's talk about Willet, Jeffrey. What are you getting on this? Because I have some ideas about this already.
My nose has been a little bust recently, but today it's kind of a lot creamier on the nose than it ever has been for me.
It's a lot what?
Creamier.
Creamier. Okay.
Nose than it ever has been for me. But that just could be my nose being off, my throat kind of being off, allergies and such.
No, I agree. It smells a little buttery. I would agree with that. I think the difference, though, like this one to this one, I think this rye is one you're going to hate.
No, I'm going to smell it.
Yeah, go for it.
To me, it's kind of like the most, like, just rye, just here's a rye, nothing special about it.
Yep.
Like the first sniff you get of this, is super dilly.
The first sniff I got was actually, it was like a really like chocolatey note that I get from Rye's, and then immediately it was like dill.
Yeah.
Like enjoy that 3-second you got, because here's dill.
Yeah. That is really dilly.
I don't even want to taste it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But I'm gonna make you do it. Come on.
I disagree with that.
I mean, you don't have to, but.
Already in my mouth. That's rye.
It is rye. It certainly is rye.
Yeah, I'll let you guys talk about that, and I'll sit here.
Okay.
You two enjoy that.
I'm getting a touch of, just a touch of the peachiness. A touch of the little peachiness that I get, like that stone fruit kind of smell.
Yeah.
But that is pretty black licoricey.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't know why I'm almost getting like lemon oil. The oil from a skin of a lemon on the taste. And just as a thing that lingers. Am I cut out? Or did you cut out? Did we lose connection? I don't know if it was me or you that lost connection. Okay, I'll just wait here then. Eddie, I'm here. Still here. Okay, thank you. So yeah, let's get to this whiskey until Ed comes back. And I guess they left. And I'm the only one here now. So I don't know what's happening. I know, I can see myself. So I know, Patrick. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm sorry about that. And else, oh no. Anyway, so until I get a message from Ed informing me what's the deal, I'm going to keep going. So I've been getting almost like a pickle brine, just like a lot of elements from pickle as I've been sipping this. I can picture just like a fresh, what is it? New pickle. I'm forgetting. Like it's, is it new pickle? It's the kind. It's like barely not a cucumber. And he's back.
You guys, okay, we're back. All right, YouTube kicked us off for a second.
Darn it! But they didn't kick me.
Are you?
Did you say it was you?
What?
You're playing all along.
Yeah, it was just me going while you were gone.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Can you guys see us at all? I'm wondering. Can anybody see us when we talk? Like, are we coming up?
No, you guys see the video, but
I am watching the stream right
Turn
now.
the camera off.
we'll have to turn off now.
Hello, hello. Come on. Oh no.
Welcome to the Jeffery Petrone Show.
It's the Jeffery Petrone Show.
Here are my interns.
Yeah,
That's a power move.
it doesn't seem like we're popping up on stream.
Yeah.
It seems like can people hear us? Somebody tell me if you can hear us. Because because it seems like we're not coming up on stream at all.
Yeah.
Worship your new god.
Oh no.
Is the camera on?
It's the right. Yeah, it's on. Camera's on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's easy.
It's just not switching from Jeffrey's face to us. Oh, wait. Maybe we can get this working.
Nope, Jeffrey owns this now.
Jeffrey owns this now.
This is his YouTube channel.
Yeah, so we got no video. We might have to restart the stream, you guys. So hang out just a minute. We're going to be back in a second if YouTube decides not to yank us around anymore. So, all right, hold up. We'll be back.
All hail the new Church of Jeffery. Why am I still here?
Okay, folk. I really hope you can see this. Because otherwise I'm going to be quite cross.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right, we're in. Woo! Okay, now we got to get Jeffrey back.
All right.
Jeffrey, if you are watching, click that link I sent you so you can join back in. Hey. We're sorry about that. I don't know.
Stay tuned for more stunning professionalism.
Yeah, it was weird. We were. Oh, there he is. Jeff's on. Okay.
Woo.
So sorry about that, everybody. It looked like our internet cut out, except it didn't. Like we were still connected, but YouTube freaked out and said we weren't online.
Yeah.
I, for one, cannot wait for Hangouts to go away and for them to replace it with something better.
But I love Hangouts.
Well, hopefully they come up with a better system is the problem.
Will they?
They probably won't. It'll probably be buggy as hell.
That was a real shame what happened, Dad. It'd be a shame.
Didn't pay your protection money this month.
Did a power coup again.
Like running those streams of yours.
Be a real shame if something happened to that nice channel you got there. Might have to break your YouTube typing hands.
Yeah.
If all them
YouTube.
good whiskeys you got became worst whiskeys,
Yeah, right.
be a real shame.
Oh God. Hey, Mark J. I'm glad to see you, man. You just missed us completely crapping out,
Yeah.
so good to see you.
I hope
Floyd just said the same thing I did.
Yeah, I know I did.
Oh man. All right, I'm glad that worked out. That was weird. Haven't had that one happen before.
No. I'm sure YouTube was like, wait, this conversation here is too mature. This
Too
can't
mature.
be the right route that
I know.
You know, YouTube is definitely looking in on this channel.
They're existing on a higher level.
Somebody better be watching us. If we're not on a government watch list, someone isn't doing their job.
Don't ask for that.
Being on a watch list would be insert pun.
That's how you know you've made it, right?
When you're on somebody's watch list.
Oh, geez,
Maybe-
my mail's been opened in transit and then hastily sealed. Thank you, YouTube. Fame.
Oh, but yeah. Where were we? We were talking about rye.
Sure
This
were.
rye. The Willett family
Willett
of
rye.
2-year-old. The thing that
Yeah,
I really
okay.
like about this is that, for me at least, when dealing with rye, the influence of the oak is a big factor in my enjoyment. And this is more of just a straightforward, just a healthy amount of just traditional white oak that you get.
Yeah.
But it's kind of there in this kind of robust, kind of almost toasty way that kind of, it's like a nice blanket on a somewhat cold day as the sun's going down and you can feel that last warmth, or in this case, spice.
Look at this poetic.
Yeah. We're going to get shut down again.
I know, right?
It's
much
too I believe
classic.
it's made in their pot still.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why I get some chocolate notes from this as well. More of like a robust oiliness to it. Definitely not as robust as the Balcones rye, but
actually, speaking of, I'm going to break out the Balcones. I was saving that. We were originally going to do a stream with the Texas Whiskey Ambassador, Mr. Galladay. We were originally going to do a stream last Tuesday. Then I had to work, unfortunately, and he had a prior engagement. So I'm going to break out that Balcones rye right now and see how that compares.
Is this a small bottle, yeah?
Yeah, this is a wee one. So I won't take all of it. I'll leave some.
I mean, have as much as you want. I will not be drinking it.
I like
Balcones rye, man.
A lot. And speaking of Josh, I traded him it's not a fair trade, but I traded him a Connemara and Irish 12-year-old for a bottle of Mirador and a bottle of Balcones rye, which I recently just finished. But good news is that there's at least one store near me that's starting to get the rye distributed to them.
Sick.
So yeah.
Yeah. So this is not the 100 proof. This is the cast strength, and unfortunately, I don't know what this is actually coming in at in terms of proof.
I got you, Ed. I also went to Balcones and also have my Balcones glass on hand in case.
Oh, there you go.
Like this happened. My Balcones rye, which maybe this is yours, is at 63.3% alcohol.
Okay, so yeah, somewhere around there is a pretty good guess.
Little darker. Commemorative bottling by JL.
So I'm guessing they probably put this in. Where do you think they put this in at? 60, 59 into the barrel? And it came out at 63 probably? That is pretty dang dark. Like compare that to that.
Yeah.
Like Balcones is just, even the rye is overwhelming at cask strength, I find.
Now let's see. Whoa! What the heck is that? Okay, I've had their regular rye before.
Exactly.
And it didn't smell like crazy rye-y, I guess, but
Sorry.
I have
smell it from here.
What is this?
I had the same experience as you had, Ed, practically.
That's like spicy coffee.
Yeah.
You got the cap on still. There's a little plastic bit.
Yep. I can still smell through it.
Floyd is saying he hates being at work right now because he's got a bunch of fun rye. He's got the Lot 40 Dad's Hat Old Overholt High West Double Rye. All good stuff. High West is cool. Dad's Hat is cool. Dad's Hat is super chocolatey. That's one I find really bitter chocolate. And Old Overholt, Lot 40. I still haven't had Lot 40, which is kind of sad. I need to work on that.
At some point, I might
goes in the barrel at 51. What? Yeah, I mean that makes sense for Texas, I guess. Texas jumps from 51 to 63, though. Are you pulling my leg? Are you messing with me, Jeremy? Oh, hey, Brad's in. Hey, Brad. What'd you think?
There's something funky about it, but like a friendly funk, and I can't figure out what it is.
Like almost like maybe dry aged meat funk.
I see that. Like really old prosciutto.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm still getting like that dark cocoa coffee bean thing. Like if
But with like peanut oil almost.
I was gonna say, you know those I don't know if these are a common thing anywhere else. They are in Milwaukee just because we have such a sizable Mexican population. But the lollipops with the chili pepper on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you took one of these lollipops with the chili pepper and then you dunked it in a thing of espresso.
I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely like an aged pepper thing going on there.
Yeah, for sure. Jeremy says he's not messing with me. That's the thing. They put it in at 51.
Yeah.
That's nuts. I can't believe that. That's crazy. I mean, it kind of makes sense because they're probably pulling out. I mean, it's Texas.
Yeah.
It's Texas, but they're also probably pulling out a lot of that chocolatey vanilla stuff, putting it in at a lower proof, I guess.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, I guess they're losing so much, it helps to put some water in it before you throw it in the barrel.
The more I've had the Balcones Rye at cask strength, the more it does even out and kind of calm down. And this time I did get more just like shot lit instead of immediate like crazy kind of oddness.
Yeah. Yeah. This is oh my god! Smell the Rough Rider coming back. The big stick.
Invigorating starts to July.
It's so sweet.
It's so sweet. The Rough Rider.
It's like flowers.
The Rough Rider smells like maple syrup now.
Floral.
Maple syrup and icebox cookies and this is so incredibly sweet now.
So I have a few other ryes that I could move to, if you want.
Okay. Yeah, whatever you want to do, man.
We finished off our local rye.
We did. Yeah. I have Twisted Path. I haven't done Driftless Glen on here yet. Should we break up the Driftless Glen?
I mean, you can.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Definitely Phil Balcones and Driftless Glen. Me and the old man will be doing full reviews later.
Okay.
So consider this little previews of upcoming July videos. So, yeah.
July, don't you watch them all?
Yeah!
Nice.
Oh my god, I have so little Driftless Glen left.
Maybe save it then.
No, it'll be enough.
Okay.
I'm just going to take a wee bit.
Another cask strength thing, considering I guess that's the theme that I could open.
Nice.
That I bottled myself.
That's awesome, dude.
But I don't know if this moment is worth it.
It's not worth it. I mean, that's fair. We're probably not worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a whole box.
Oh, nice looking.
Super nice.
It smells like shoes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm curious as to. So this is Driftless Glen. You might have seen us do a bourbon review for them back when.
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
Early videos, yeah.
Yeah.
The early aughts.
Has
it been a year yet?
No, it's been about 9 months.
Okay.
Yeah. That was back when we were still shooting at Patty's.
Yeah. Still shoot at Patty's.
I mean, yeah, but it's more of a pain.
Yeah.
Jeremy said,
Jessica Jones style.
I don't actually know what that means.
Straight from the bottle.
She watches Jessica Jones. I haven't gotten into it.
Yeah. I haven't finished season 3. Don't spoil it.
What?
We just started talking about Jessica Jones somehow. So I said I haven't finished season 3. No one spoiled.
I haven't started, unfortunately, season 3.
You haven't what? Sorry.
I haven't started season 3.
Season 2 was rough, so I don't blame you.
Especially the ending.
Yeah.
Especially what they did with one character from season 1.
Yeah. We won't get into it, but
We're
Although
gonna
I would
hit
still put
Yeah.
Jessica Jones over rye whiskey.
Oh. I definitely think rye whiskey is gonna have a heyday. It's coming.
okay.
It's coming. The hipsters are gonna drag us out of the mud. Just
I
you
mean,
wait.
I'll drag
That
them
was
down.
the starting history, like particularly like a company like Mixters, when they originally started. I don't know the name of it, but when they were in Pennsylvania by a guy named John Shank, and they sold George Washington rye whiskey for his stay in the winter, which is troops actually because where I'm at, I'm near Morristown, which was a very integral part, of that thing. So like right there is a weird roundabout whiskey connection.
Do you mean the founding of our nation? Is that the thing you're referring
That
to?
thing.
The
What thing?
giant
I'm sorry.
Revolutionary War?
No, that thing. That's what he's gonna call it. We're gonna respect
I'm
that.
like,
What that happened?
I was trying not to speak too poetically.
Oh, hey, Whiskey Crusaders is in. Good to see you, man. Always happy to see you. Hey, speaking of presidents, so this cast strength Rough Rider that you sent me,
Yeah.
it's obviously a reference to Teddy Roosevelt. Rough Rider. It's called the Big Stick,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera. Was he from Long Island or something, or did these guys just have like a huge hard-on for Teddy Roosevelt?
I have no idea. Their whiskeys vary.
I'm gonna look that up.
So it could have just been that one because it is like a tougher rye, I would suppose, considering its cast strength. So maybe it's like, this is our kind of get into shape, boys. I'm Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh man, he was a
heard his
crazy.
voice before.
He was
Teddy
born in New
Roosevelt.
York.
Oh, they are. That makes sense then. Oh, hey, Whiskey Crusaders. He knew that right off the top of his head.
I don't have knowledge of presidents.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is a weird fact.
Yeah.
If there's anyone that I pictured not being from Long Island, it was either Teddy Roosevelt or Ernest Hemingway.
Whiskey Crusaders is saying his great-grandfather rode with him as a Rough Rider.
That's
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Was he at the Battle of San Juan Hill? Did he? I mean, that's the famous one. I'm sure they fought in other battles as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Got all my knowledge of American history right after junior year of high school. Took AP US and was like, don't need this anymore.
Jeremy is talking about. He was actually at San Juan Hill. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Jeffrey, you visited his house in Long Island.
Oh.
Says Patty Steak. So Jeffrey's being shamed here.
Ooh, thank you, Patty.
That's good stuff.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Well, thank you for the evening. Goodbye.
Oh. Okay. But aside from our older presidents, Harrison's Glen is a local one from here in Wisconsin. I really like their stuff, but this smells super. The problem is we're coming off of Balcones product.
Yeah.
Everything else is going to taste like water.
Yeah. Or just very floral, just very sweet.
Yeah, this does smell super floral.
Yeah.
Yeah. And usually it smells pretty dilly, pretty licoricey.
Whiskey Crusaders is saying Teddy Roosevelt was also shot there. I thought that happened in Wisconsin.
No.
I think he knew his relative was shot there, maybe.
Oh, his yes.
Okay.
So Whiskey Crusaders, his relatives was shot there. Teddy Roosevelt was shot in Milwaukee.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, we have that. That's a famous thing we have.
Yeah. Wasn't he shot down by Veterans Park?
He sure was.
Yeah. He was shot in Veterans Park, and the bullet like couldn't get through like the giant speech he had in his pocket.
I think it just slowed down the bullet. He still got shot.
You're right.
Yeah.
And it like completely like demobilized. It like he was running for president at the time and died not too long after, and that kind of hampered his life and his presidential run.
Yeah. Compare that to that pansy William Henry Harrison, died of the flu or whatever.
Flu was hella deadly back then.
No, that's actually true.
Yeah.
He had like one of the first songs for like a presidential like vote for so and so, and because he was a war hero, the song they used, I guess they went with his nickname, which was Tippy Canoe. So if you've heard the song Tippy Canoe and Tyler too, that's what that is about, I believe.
God, we have a beautiful nation.
Yeah. With a beautiful history.
No. I mean, some of it's not so beautiful.
A lot of it's real bad. Yeah. It says a lot that, like, when you bring up our city, which, like, a president was almost assassinated here. That's something we got.
We also have, like, McKinley Boulevard, which we really like naming stuff after assassinated presidents.
Yeah.
Or attempted assassinations.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was McKinley shot here, too? I wouldn't be surprised. No, he was shot in Chicago.
Okay. Close enough.
Yeah.
The American Midwest. The perfect place to
assassinate. By an anarchist? Was he the one who was shot on a train by an anarchist?
Yeah, I think that was him.
We randomly talked about this last week because I think we mixed up. Okay, so there's 4 presidents who have been assassinated.
Garfield, McKinley, Lincoln, Kennedy.
Yeah, everybody remembers Lincoln and Kennedy.
Right.
I mixed up the assassinations of McKinley and the other one you literally
Garfield?
just said. Yeah.
No one. McKinley
They don't matter.
Well, but McKinley at least like he had like the Spanish-American War, and that was a whole big thing.
Yeah.
What did Garfield do?
Get assassinated.
I am President Garfield, and I do not like.
Oh my God!
These are the great American history lessons you guys get with this Rocket Review Jeffery Petrone team up.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure was Garfield shot or was he stabbed? No, I think he was shot. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they all died of shootings. Yeah. Jeremy Sims is saying at least we don't shoot ours. Ours just go for a swim and disappear. Okay, see,
is that?
I'm guessing he's talking about an Australian Prime Minister.
Everything can kill you in
Everything
Australia.
can kill you in Australia. I'm surprised you all haven't disappeared.
Yeah, everybody's chiming in saying he was shot.
Yeah. Jeremy, I've been to your country. It's a prison.
Have you actually been to
No,
Australia?
I haven't.
Okay.
And I also stole that joke.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. This balcones though, like aside from all the pepper, like hot peppers and coffee and beans and stuff.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm getting lemon meringue. I swear to God.
Like the citrus tang or the creamy kind of almost like goo gel.
Good question.
More like the citrus, not the vanilla creamy part. Jeremy said so. There's a guy named Harold Hope, and he just disappeared. All right.
That's history.
Like it's almost like a lemon twirl, like a really thin bit with a lot of lemon oil on it of skin. Dropped into like a very gin heavy martini, soaking up, and then taken out and eaten.
You do good descriptions, man.
I try.
And succeed.
Yeah. Boyd is saying, giant spider to the left of me, dingo to the right. Here I am, stuck in Uraloo.
Is it a real song?
No,
Okay.
I made up that last part. I assume that's a place. I'm pretty sure that's a place in Australia. It's like Urlaloo or Urla-Wurla-Woo.
Sydney.
What was that? Steelers Wheel, Stuck in the Middle with You. Jerry Rafferty was one of the writers for that band, famous for the song Baker Street. The
Oh yeah, sexy saxophone song.
No, sorry, different one. If you can't sing or hum in a good tune, you can get them mixed up. But Baker Street is a different ironic saxophone song.
No, Baker Street is isn't it?
It's not Careless Whisper.
Taking your bed down Baker Street.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is sexy, but it's not Sexy Saxophone Guy's song.
Oh no. I was saying yes. No, there is a different sexy saxophone guy song.
We're hung up on the memes.
Right.
Rye whiskey is one big meme.
Also, Epic Sax Guy, from Eurovision. It's another good one. Anyway, we are getting off track.
Yeah.
This is more like
this is the regular Rocket Review style stream.
Yeah. Like I don't know how we started off with like classy, serious discussion.
Economics. But now we're like saxophone memes.
Yeah. Speaking of that, though, speaking of contraction, we did just have two distilleries closed in Wisconsin.
Really?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Was a Death Store.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember what the other one was. It was making Hmong rice whiskey.
Huh.
Yeah.
Was that all they were making?
No, they also made they made the traditional Hmong style thing, and then their rice whiskey, they put that in barrels.
Yeah.
And made it more American style.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, but those two closed down. And unfortunately, Death Store was making really good gin, but their whiskey, they only had a white whiskey, I think, so that wasn't as big. And the problem was they were distributing everywhere else, in the country, because but not in Wisconsin.
Weird.
And the problem was they had no, they had a fan base for their gin, but they didn't really have a local fan base for anything else.
Yeah.
And the distributor they were working with was some big rum conglomerate down in the Caribbean or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they were able to ship everything out, but they really weren't making any money on it. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Also, I guess the Hmong guy who ran that rice whiskey distillery, guess he's in the hole for $20,000 to Door County, or whichever county he was in.
Yeah. What was it in Madison?
It wasn't Madison. It was up north somewhere.
Okay.
But yeah.
Then I don't know what county.
Yeah. I think we're probably going to start seeing more of that. Is smaller distilleries running into logistical problems. I feel like that's probably what's going to kill craft distilleries more than anything. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's a demand for craft spirits, but they're going to run into logistics, and they're not going to know how to handle it. Yeah.
So I have a question about this. I'm not sure how much you know about them, but considering we're reviewing, one of their products, where would you exactly characterize Willet as being? Because, they do some very big, outlandish things, but in terms of their production, capacity, they are fairly small.
Yeah. Are we talking about distilling capacity or production overall? Because because distilling capacity, they're
do they fit into the? Sorry.
No. I'm sorry. What'd you say, man?
Do they? I'm sorry that I keep talking over you. I have a bit of a delay and bad hearing. But do they fit under the banister of craft whiskey? If they can source 23-year-old whiskeys and do these really rare there was a rye that was sourced from them that was super old, I think. That was called Red Right Hook or something that's getting sold for thousands of dollars, as an exclusive thing to a store.
I don't know. I feel like that kind of comes back to how do we define craft whiskey overall, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not there's a standard definition. It's kind of subjective.
Yeah.
I feel usually when people are talking about craft distilling, you're not talking about anybody who can do more than like 1,000 barrels a year.
Yeah.
And you're usually talking about, a lot of the times you're talking about people who they have to be either really tiny or like they're outside of Kentucky. It's a big part of it. Like a lot of the times, if you're an established brand in Kentucky, it's kind of like people don't really think of you as particularly craft, which Willet is a Kentucky brand. They've been doing independent bottling for years. Their distilling capacity is tiny, but they can, like you say, they can source a ton of whiskey from wherever they want.
Yeah, like this is a 14-year-old whiskey that they had 113 bottles from this one barrel. This being a bourbon, they went through it like one per person in an hour at the distillery.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. And I think the line is getting blurred more and more, right?
Yeah.
Because the little guys are getting bought up by the big guys. And then is that still craft distilling? Like if you are in partnership with Edmonton Group or whoever it is, does that really count as craft distilling now? Like your production is very small, but you belong to this much larger conglomerate.
I think so.
Jeremy, would you say it's definitely true?
It is craft brewing.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what yeah.
But like, okay, so like
craft doesn't necessarily have to mean independent.
I suppose that's true.
Yeah.
But like, I think at some point, is it just like your production capacity that defines craft, or is it the way you run your operation? You know what I mean? Like, because if it's, and I know handmade is kind of a cliche at this point and kind of dumb because it doesn't really mean anything, but like,
you made it by hand,
right? But like, if like Leinenkugel's is a craft brewery here in Wisconsin that's owned by Miller.
Yeah.
Doesn't distribute outside of Wisconsin, but has a massive distribution in the state.
Yeah.
Is that a craft brewery?
You called it a craft.
I know.
But I mean, I think yeah.
Yeah. I guess the question becomes, does it really matter?
Branding wise, I think it's all branding wise, because I think hipsters will fall into the I drink craft beer, right. I drink craft spirits, as opposed to mass marketed.
Yeah, that is a big thing right now. Like a lot of people who come into my work say to me, like they'll be like, "What bourbon do you have?" And I'll give them a list. I'll say bourbon, and they're like 9 times out of 10. Then they'll ask, "What are your local options?"
Yeah.
Because the discerning customer wants to buy local.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that is all craft. It's just not mass marketed or distributed.
Yeah. Whiskey Crusader is saying taxes are starting to kill some small distilleries as well. That's true. I was just reading about, who was it? Cannon Beach Distillery in Oregon is either closing down or moving to Colorado because they're paying, it's like, I don't remember how much it is, but basically instead of having to pay based on alcohol content, they pay a set rate per bottle, and that rate is 10 times what the breweries and wineries are having to pay. Yeah. So basically, for every new brand they come out with, they're kicking out, I don't know, $100,000. I have no idea how much it actually is, but a ton in taxes every year compared to breweries and wineries. Mark G, you get Leinenkugel's in Louisiana?
Really?
That is so weird. Because people in Minnesota and Illinois can't get it. They come across the border and just buy a whole bunch of it.
Very curious what their distribution is now.
Yeah. Brad Leclerc is saying definitely a fuzzy definition, like the classic definition of porn. I know it when I see it.
Yeah.
It's kind of true. Yeah.
Same thing with Canadians as well.
I like how you just change hats every once in a while.
It's pretty fun.
They get it in Texas too. Okay, so they
All right, maybe like, how does it none of it? Because just a fuck you to Minnesota.
apparently.
I guess. Also, sorry.
I know.
Like it when we swear here.
We started swearing more because we're not getting monetized. I don't know if it matters quite as much. Like, I mean, I want to play nice with the algorithm.
Fuck that.
Subscribe to my channel.
Actually, that was an interesting thing I just saw. Jesse from Still It just put out a video talking about worries that YouTube might shut him down for his content, which would be horrific. Brad LeClaire says, Jeffrey, you can always tell a Canadian by the flappy head.
Absolutely.
Lame Canada.
Okay.
Lame Canada.
Wikipedia says Leinenkugels is now available throughout all 50 states. It was historically only distributed in the upper Midwest, though.
When did that happen?
I wonder if that happened when they were acquired by
Miller.
Miller, yeah.
Yeah, so really they're owned by Miller. They've got distribution.
So maybe that's not Kraft anymore.
Yeah.
But it used to be.
Wow, we're not going to get all the fibs coming over to buy Leinenkugels anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is more important than your lollygaggy googing goggins. This Michter's may be the best. Yeah, I'll say it. This is probably the best whiskey I've ever bottled myself.
How many whiskeys have you bottled yourself?
I bottled one whiskey. Would you like to
All about the stats.
Well, I mean, I bottled one out of one, so it's 100% so far.
Yep. Of all the whiskeys Jeffrey Petrone has bottled, every single one has been excellent.
Put that in your YouTube header. When people ask how many bottles, tell them to stop asking questions.
Mm-hmm. It's all about how you frame the narrative.
Yeah. Marketing.
Yep. All right. So yeah, we are an hour and 17 minutes in. I think we might want to think about finishing this up.
Yeah,
but I have one more thing.
Go and do.
I have one more thing that I want to finish out the night with. I'm gonna need a fresh glass because we went through all our glasses. 1 second.
What are you bringing out?
There we are. Just a little something like the most American spirit ever created on the face of this earth.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready? Smirnoff red, white, and blueberry vodka.
God. Is it cold?
It is not.
Oh my God. You couldn't even give me cold flavored vodka.
Nope. We're doing this room temperature. So this
that's horrifying.
No, we're gonna enjoy this. So this is 30% alcohol, cherry citrus and sweet blue raspberry infused vodka.
Tastes like college.
Which actually, obviously the main reason I got this was because it's a red, white, and blue bottle. Secondary reason though, if you read the story of Smirnoff, he fled the Soviet Union as a refugee.
Super American.
Then he got to America and he was like, I have this vodka recipe brand that I'm not doing anything with. I should start a distillery. But he couldn't because he was poor and, life was terrible. So he sold it. Super American. So he sold it to a couple of guys for pennies on the dollar. And they got amazingly rich off of it.
Super American.
It's the most American.
It
is the most American thing that has ever happened to anyone.
Speaking of American in college, I just was able to take a sip out of all these glasses with them in my hand like this. Probably the only time I could have done it.
Oh, man.
It smells real citrusy.
I believe it.
All right, I'm just going to... I want that in cocktails. It's really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it does smell like a rocket pop.
Yeah. I told you it was gonna taste like a pop. It's really good. Go buy this vodka.
Oh my God, it is so sweet.
But like,
there is no alcohol on that. It's like drinking a Starburst
it's juice.
Yeah, it's
a melted bomb pop.
It's a melted bomb pop. It's a melted popsicle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to need to shut down the Rocca review. They've been corrupted by the vodka.
That sounds accurate.
Yep. So anyhow, that has been our 4th of July celebration. I should have gotten a little flag to wave. Yeah. Oh, well. But we are going to call it a night, I think. Jeffrey, thank you for coming on the show.
No problem. Anytime.
Yeah, and thank you for donating these wonderful rye whiskeys that we tasted tonight. And everybody stay tuned for the rest of our July month of rye whiskey reviews and rye stuff.
Yeah.
We've got some cool stuff coming up. And tomorrow we're continuing our time travel storyline. So make sure you a whiskey in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you tune in for that. So Jeremy Sims asking, very good.
What happens to that old man guy? That Ed guy, very like boring character, but the old man is like
oh, you'll see.
Yeah.
You're gonna see. It's gonna be a thing. I'm excited for it. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to call it a night. You guys, until next time, stay rotten.